Hey guys. Okay, let's dig a little bit deeper into the Holiday Sparkle card promotion. You guys know that that is the promotion that is available only during October 2018. I'm kind of surprised that it's still available. I really looked for it to sell out long before now, but I'm tickled pink that it has not. This is a fantastic promotion, and it's going to create the coolest Christmas cards you ever did see. Hey, Stephanie! And so you guys can create really fantastic Christmas cards, but I'm also going to show you today a way that you can really easily create a non-Christmas card. So if you're not familiar with the kit, you guys can hop over to susanwilliams.ctmh, and up in the top where you see the promotions tab, you can click the promotions tab and it'll drop down, and you can see all the specials for this month. And I will tell you, there are a stinking ton of them. Lots of brand new scrapbooking workshops and card making workshops. Oh my gosh, so many fun things. We got 3 just in the last like 5 days. It's crazy. But you guys can get the Holiday Sparkle here for until it sells out this month. So I encourage you to grab it quickly. But you guys can get, this is a card kit that's going to create 12 5x7 cards. And I do have a pile of cards that I have added additional things to it to show you right next to me that I will give you a little peek at. But I will show you really super duper quick what they look like whenever they're put together, just like the kit. I've put these together just like the kit. Hey guys, thanks for hopping in, everybody. I will show you the little fancy schmancy versions in a second. But you're going to be able to create 12 of these shaker cards, and they are ridiculously fun. The only mandatory thing that you're going to need to put them together is pretty much just your adhesive. But they work perfectly. You don't have to have the thin cuts or anything like that to put them together. So we had a ton of fun putting them together, but you can get the whole kit. They're pre-printed card bases. So only thing you have to do is assemble your shaker window and a few of the die cuts, and you're finished. You have sticker sheets, you have die cut sheets. You don't even need scissors to cut anything out. You don't need a Cricut or a Cuttlebug or anything like that. You've got your envelopes as well, your loose sequins for the insides of your windows, and you also have your shaker foam and acetate windows that you're going to need as well. And so they also have even given you a way to elevate your envelopes. You've got the little kindly delivered to sticker and the sealed with love sticker down here. And I actually incorporated some of these stickers in the card designs themselves, not just for the envelope. So I think that you guys will like that as well. But you can get the entire bundle for $28.95. Just like this great big bundle for $28.95. And if you want to add the stamp set that I used in several of my cards, that's optional. You can grab it. When you bundle it together, the entire thing ends up being $38.95. So the stamp set's like $9. It's crazy. But it is a darling kit, and I cannot even wait to show you guys what I did with it. Oh my gosh. So if you've seen my other videos, you guys have already seen these. You don't have to watch it again, but I did some crazy fun things. I'm going to run through these really fast. If you guys want to see them more in depth, you need to go to my business page and look at the video tab, and you'll see all the videos. Every one of these have a video, okay? So I've done a few where I put photos of my family in there because I know a lot of people like to send photos with their Christmas cards. So I thought it would be fun to make the photos part of your Christmas cards. I think they turned out really cute. Lots of techniques I've showed you guys throughout all these cards on the videos. You've got how to create the tassels, and you've got techniques on how to create the bows and how to create the frame around here. We've used shimmer brush all over the place, and we've added adhesive to the back of things that are not adhesive backed, and a whole bunch of fun stuff. But just ridiculously fun cards, you guys. Oh my gosh, they just turned out so cute. This is one another one we're gonna kind of show today. I showed you guys how to create the custom dyed sugar with our Close to My Heart re-inkers that I think turned out really cute. We're gonna do one of those today that you'll get to see. Here's a card showing you guys a technique on dry embossing using thin cuts, and I used the stamp set that's featured in the card kit. My phone is not auto-focusing very well. There it goes. But yeah, they looked so cute. Here is something called Scripture Heart Confetti. If you guys want to learn about that, there's a video on that as well. So just again, right here on the business page where you're watching this live, go to the videos tab and you will find all of the videos that I stream from here. Here's another one with lots of love. There's that stamp set again. And this is not a Christmas card as well either. Here is that fun thin cut border that that's what I used to create the tassels that you saw in those other cards. And so here is, let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys, I did so many techniques whenever I showed you these cards. There are so many things you could learn, I think, by watching some of those videos. Here's one with some more of the three-dimensional bows, and we've got the confetti in there as well. Let's see, where are some of the one we did last week that was such a big hit that had the, oh, here we go. This one was crazy hit. This was a crazy, crazy hit. Okay, so the outside is really cute, right? Okay, I think that's really stinking cute. From our home to yours, happy holidays, and then look at the inside, okay? Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh my gosh. Tell me that's not cute. I mean, really? That's stinking cute. So if you want to learn how easy you can create that pop-up feature, there's a video right here in my business page to show you guys how easy it is to do that. Here's another one of those sentiments that come from that optional stamp set you can get that goes with the kit. I could do that all day, right? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So lots of them, lots of different, just lots of different fun things to teach you guys. I think that everyone who is watching the videos, I think, have really, really enjoyed them. I thought I had another one here in my pile that I showed you guys, another fun inside technique, but it may be sticking behind me. Oh, here's one where I colored with our alcohol markers on the stamped image here, and it bled through my card base, which I knew that it would because the alcohol markers are going to bleed through the surface that you're using them on. But I used the inside of my Cricut frame, the pink frame here. I used the inside of that, and then I used one of those sealed with love stickers that are actually for the outside of your envelopes. Use my journaling pen and a little bit of black shimmer trim, and we covered up my blender, and you didn't even know that it was there. So I thought that was really fun because it looked like it was a part, it coordinated with the card, so it looked like I meant to do it. But I thought that was cute. This is a really cute one because I think you could use it for a Valentine card or anniversary or birthday or lots of different occasions, and using the very same card kit and stamp set that we have for the Christmas cards. But I think, okay, I think we got through my pile. That's always my funnest part when I do these videos, is getting to show you guys my pile. I love those cards. I feel like I'm going to be done with my Christmas cards before December ever even gets here. Okay, so here is another one that we're going to work on today. And so again, guys, these are pre-printed card bases. This is called a cut above kit. And in Close to My Heart world, cut above basically means they've done all the hard work for you. They've pre-printed things. They've cut things out for you. So you don't have to fuzzy cut anything. You don't have to have a machine or anything like that. So this is just a pre-printed card base. And it says, "May your days be merry and bright." Of course, that is the, this is what it looks like if you put it together like the kit tells you to, minus the colored sugar, because that was a Sue's edition. But I want to show you guys how we're going to change this up to not a Christmas card, okay? I'm starting to look ahead at my calendar. I need some birthday cards. So what we're going to do today, and I have some measurements for you, so if you want to write these down, get my little cheat sheet, my little sticky note over here. If you guys want to write these measurements down, go for it. I am using a black piece here because, like, you have to use black when you're in my office. It's my favorite color to craft with. So I just cut a piece that's going to cover up everything that has to do with the holidays. It covers up all of the Merry Christmas script, and it covers up May your days be merry and bright. So I have a little piece of black cardstock, and this black cardstock is 5 3/4 inch tall and 3 3/4 inch wide. And I loved, you could make it as big or as small as you wanted, but I like to have the little bit of the white border around the black because the inside of my shaker is going to be white, and I wanted it to coordinate. You like happy holidays, grow up with it, but it's not sad to leave our Savior out, rather just stay, enjoy. Yes, 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 yes. And I can't read the rest after not, now it has sure a neg. It cuts off your comment, Lori, during the live feed. I'll go back and look at it whenever I'm done. But yes, I'm so excited about that. And this is what made me so excited, was this is not the stamp set that comes with this kit, you guys, but this is a stamp set that they just released just the last couple days for a special Christmas card workshop. And it's all about the real reason for Christmas. It has the nativity and Christ the Savior is born, and a lot of really awesome sentiments down here that you can incorporate on a lot of different projects that are not Christmas themed. And "Oh come, let us adore him." So you guys are going to see this stamp set mixed with this card kit here probably tomorrow. I have a few projects that I am working on. But yes, regarding your comment, Lori, me too. I'm very happy about that. So I'm with you, girlfriend. Okay, so my black piece here, guys, and of course you can make it any color that you want, but this piece is 5 3/4 tall by 3 3/4 wide. And then we are going to, I've just wanted to, and you guys can design your card any way that you want, but I just want to give you the measurements right now before we start. So this is kind of what it's going to look like when it's laid out before we put the shaker on top. This top piece here is 2.5 inches tall by 3.5 inches wide. This mint piece here is 2.5 inches tall by 3.5 inches wide. And the pink piece in the middle is 1/2 inch tall by 3.5 inches wide. Okay, so that's what we're playing with. And then we're going to build our shaker window on top of it. We're going to make a birthday card. I'm just like spoiling, spoiler of the day. We're making a birthday card. Okay, so I want to go ahead and get my pieces here lined up. Now, I don't know if you guys are like me. This is a trick that people went crazy about when I showed you guys a while back. So I'm going to show you again today. But I many times when I cut paper, I a lot of times cannot get them the same length. Good morning, Karen. No matter how hard I try, I just can't seem to get them the same length. They don't line up very correctly. And so I over exaggerated the pink because I wanted to show you guys. Normally I wouldn't over exaggerate it that much, but the pink is quite a bit longer. But what I wanted to show you guys is the best way for me. These three papers are going to touch each other, but it's really difficult if you get them that are not exactly trimmed the exact same width. It's difficult and it's very, very noticeable. And it's difficult. You can't pull them off and trim them like you would if they were overhanging on the edge of a piece. It wouldn't be as easy just to trim the overhang. So what you do is you need to line it up before you adhere it down onto your project. And so the easiest way for me to do that is I just take a sticky note and I leave the adhesive up on this side up. Okay. One of the things that I love about the sticky note is that it doesn't add really a lot of bulk to your project. It's because you guys know that they're very thin. It has repositionable, very lightweight adhesive on here. So if you get one crooked when you're putting your pieces down, you can very easily pull it right back up and you don't have to worry about anything being ripped or torn or anything like that. Then we're going to go ahead and put the bottom one on here. So I have them all lined up here on the left. And now what I can do is I can just take this whole piece here. See how it's all stuck together? I can take this piece here and I just put it right here into my paper trimmer. So that gives me the ability to trim off the outside of this. Oops. Oh, heavens. This is probably a blade. Hang on. This is a blade that I cut glitter with. Just a second. Yes, I really am cheap enough, you guys, that I use two different blades. If I'm going to cut something like acetate or glitter or foil paper that kind of dulls your blade a little bit, I will use a blade. Usually it has a G on it. That one did not. And then I use the other blades for my paper that are newer. So the duller ones get to cut glitter paper with and foil paper, and the newer ones cut my regular paper with. Okay, so now we're able to take it all over to our paper trimmer, and now it's completely lined up exactly correct. If you guys can get your paper exactly right when you cut it the first time, then you're just way better crafter than me, but I always have mine overhanging. It drives me crazy. So then you can very easily go and place it right in the exact middle, because there again, even if we weren't using the postcard trick to get your edges lined up, let's just say that's completely out of the equation. If you use the postcard trick, postcard, we're not talking about a postcard, are we? We're talking about a Post-it note. Pardon me. I only had 1 cup of coffee today. You guys can very easily make sure that all three of your pieces are centered. See how we have the same size black frame around the outside here? Let's say these were not attached together and you started adding these on all these pieces and you got down to the bottom and your border was a little bit different width, whether it was too big or too small. Up here, what is your option? You probably have to peel it all off and get it recentered correctly, right? But if you have all three pieces are completely stuck together, when you put them down, you're not going to have to be worried about one of them not fitting correctly or not sitting where it's supposed to, because now it's basically one full piece. So let me trim off this little piece here that my blade nicked because it was dull. Okay. So now we're just going to go right ahead and get these. If I can find my adhesive, for heaven's sake, Suze. Oh my goodness. We're just going to go right ahead and get them adhered onto our card. I love the colors of this card kit. Like love, stinking love them so much. And I'm so happy because I've stocked up on several of these, and so I'm going to be able to use them, incorporate them for other occasion cards throughout the year, not just Christmas time. So, okay. So I do know now we're going to make our shaker window in just a minute, but I know this is another card that I didn't put together before I turned the camera on. I think I know what I want to do, but yeah, you know how it is. So I do know that I want to place some of the raspberry baker's twine across here, and we have a little bow here. I've already tied that, so you guys don't have to watch me do it, but if you guys want to see a video on how to use the Bow Easy Bow Maker, I have several videos right here in my business page that you guys can do that. And I don't like, as I mentioned, like all these videos, you guys that watch all my videos, you have heard this a million times. I can't stand to have my twine creased. See how that's kind of creased when you take it off of the little spool? It drives me nuts. It drives me crazy. So I just usually will put the twine in between my bone folder and my thumb, and it will get all the creases out. I know it's crazy, but it just drives me nuts. So we will just trim off just a few pieces of this and span it across here. Okay, a little bit of washi tape. What a great trick. Oh, good, Tanya. So I guess you probably have not seen my Post-it note trick before. I'm glad that you caught it. I really think that it makes it just much easier to put those pieces like that together. And it just, I don't know, it makes me want to pull my hair out a lot less. Okay, so I'm lining it up here, just securing the back of it with a little bit of washi tape. Because when Close to My Heart puts washi tape on clearance, it's cheaper than Scotch tape. So why wouldn't you want to use something pretty? And they give us this really cool dispenser. They're so smart. Okay. All right, guys. So now this part's done. We're going to go right ahead and center him. Let's see if I can get this baker's twine correct on here. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and put this onto our card base. Make sure that we have that white border around here even on all of the sides. Perfect. Okay, so I think before I get my shaker window on there, I think that I want to, okay, so we're going to use, again guys, crafting on the fly, we're going to use the happy birthday on here. And then this is the, it says sending many wishes your way. And I think we're going to stick that one right down here. And so before I go ahead and create my shaker window and get it on there, I think I'm going to go ahead and stamp this portion, the little image down here at the bottom. So this is my Fiskars Piercing Toolkit mat that you guys see in the new book. It was just introduced. And I promise you, this is the best stamping surface you'll ever have in your entire life, okay? I will not stamp on the back of my Versamat anymore, and I love my Versamat, but this is even better quality, even denser foam than the foam on the back of my Versamat. And it's so small and easy to use without like taking everything off my work surface, and I just, oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so we are going to just add this sending many wishes your way down here at the bottom. Sorry for the farm girl arms. Sorry. Perfect. Yay. Love that mat, and thank you for sharing your love of it. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you like it, Karen. Oh my gosh, I love the mat. Love it. Because I love to use the grid lines on my Versamat when I'm crafting, but I hate like flipping it over every time I need to stamp. And so this is so perfect. This is so perfect for that. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and let's create our shaker window. We're using that little mini happy birthday. And if you guys don't overlook these cute little mini stamp sets. There's several different ones in the new book, but they're only $3.95, and it's a really great way. Yes, you'll have to have the mat on you. You will have to have the mat. You will love it. But there's really great sentiments on these little tiny mini stamp sets, and they're so crazy affordable. They are so crazy affordable. So we're going to use some of the colored sugar that I've dyed with our raspberry re-inker in the shaker window, and I want to be able to put a lot of it in there. And so as you can see in the one that we did the other day, the sugar is really bulky. It's really bulky, and I love the color, which is why I really like it. So I'm going to put my happy birthday up a little bit further towards the top instead of in the center. So if you guys see me stamp this and you wonder, gosh, she really can't see anything if she doesn't know how to center that, I'm doing it on purpose. So we're going to, I hate flipping it too. I have to put, it's perfect, Becky. Yeah, you will love it. You'll absolutely love it. Okay, let's get this. Suze, pay attention. Oh my word. Pay attention. Okay, so we're adding our happy birthday up there near the top. And we're going to color the happy in. So of course we use the archival black. You guys always hear me talk about that. This is going to dry right away. So it's going to not allow our marker to bleed or smear or smudge or anything like that. This is the turquoise blue, and I'm using the fine tip of the marker. And my hand usually starts shaking when I color. Sorry, just a moment. I seriously love this ink, you guys. I love, love, love. The mat is on its way because you love it. You have so many, oh my gosh, you guys, bless my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, it's hard, and those of you that are consultants that watch these videos, you guys know as well, it's really hard to do your job well and to be human. You know, you guys know what I mean. It's hard because you want everything that you do and everything that you say to your customers or people that watch you to be perfect, and you don't want to stumble all over your words, and you don't want to like forget your stamp sets while you have the camera on and have to go run and grab them. We try so hard to do our job well, but you know, we're just imperfect. We really are just human, and it just, sometimes I rewatch a video and I think to myself, oh my gosh, that is such a disaster. I shouldn't even have that one uploaded on social media because people are going to think I'm completely crazy. But then I have someone that'll message me and they'll say, Susan, I learned so much from that video. And then it reminds me, you know what? It's okay that I'm not perfect. It's okay that I'm not perfect. I'm just going to keep going. Okay. So here are the shaker window foam and the acetate. If you guys have seen any of my videos about the shaker cards, then you already know all about this, but you're going to get these packages in your card kit. Okay. So you're not going to don't have to buy any of those additional. If you guys create your cards just like the home office created them in the kit, you don't have to buy anything but your adhesive. Okay. So no worries. But these come in your kit. They come with enough to create all 12 cards. Pardon me. But we are going to go ahead and create our window. And so the first thing you're going to want to do is grabbing your, Suze, where's your piercing toolkit? There it is. You're going to, this is your foam acetate, your foam circle, pardon me. And we're only going to use the outside portion here, okay? That is really what's going to add the dimension to our shaker window. And everything inside here is just leftover. And so if you guys are like me, and you're like super frugal like me, you have all of these pre-cut foam squares now, so you don't even have to buy foam tape. I haven't bought foam tape since I started making shaker cards. I have tons of these. So these will give your projects dimension, and you don't have to buy foam tape anymore. So don't throw these away just because you're not using them. Keep them in your adhesive drawer, and you'll be good to go. So we are going to this is a trick that my friend Chris told me. It's quite brilliant. So the best way, you guys are going to want to take this circle off of this little, I don't know what this little circle of foam, guys. We need to get this foam circle outside off of it. But the trick is that you really need to protect the integrity of your circle. I know there's lots of ways that people are doing this. This is just the way that works for me. Okay. So learn your own way. If you like your way better, awesome. But you have to get, being imperfect is what makes you so relatable to the rest of us. Oh my and wonderful tips. Oh, thank you, Joan. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. You guys bless my heart. Becky, the happy birthday is just one of the little mini ones. It's just the little $3.95, the mini birthday party hat, M1210. And I love the little minis. I've been using that mini Merry Christmas a lot lately as well. But what we need to do is we need to get the fibers broken up really well, inside the circle, guys. And so what I found is Chris is exactly right. Just take your piercing tool and just run it around the outside here, and you're just breaking up any of those fibers that might be hanging on there. So then your circle is going to come off and not catch and hang and kind of be distorted a little bit. So I've left my I don't know, protective layer is not the right word for it, but it's not sticky. Okay, I've not taken off that sticker portion of it yet. So we're just peeling it off of here and being really careful that we kind of keep that circular shape if at all possible. And if you don't keep the circular shape, it's absolutely okay. You're welcome, sweetie. Because we are creating the shaker window out, like, not on a pre-printed card base. It's a little bit more challenging when you create them on the card base, but we're creating them off of the card base, and so you guys will be able to just trim anything that's overhanging. Okay, so don't even worry about it. It will be okay. I will help you if you guys get flustered with creating them, if you've not like taken the plunge. But if you've not taken the plunge, please do it. You will love it. And there is all of your foam squares that you guys can use now. I promised you, you're not even gonna have to buy foam tape anymore. It's crazy. So keep those in your drawer, your adhesive drawer, or wherever you keep your adhesive, and you will love it. It will be great. So we're gonna flip it upside down, and I find that if I can, woo, it's sticky, girls, it's sticky. If I can line up one of the edges, trying to keep my head out of this camera, guys. I haven't brushed my hair today. The joys of working at home. So if I can line up one of the edges, then I can just feel the other portion of that, and I can seem to center it a little better by feel instead of by sight. I think maybe that's something that like tells on me that I'm getting old. I'm not really sure, but okay. So you want to try to get, that's why your circle, the integrity of your circle is so important. But you want to make sure that you get your foam circle as far over to the outside as possible. And since I didn't mention it, you guys, if you're not familiar with Close to My Heart's shaker business, we can buy the foam circle and the acetate windows in a package. And then we buy a thin cut set, a die set that has 4 dies in it for $21.95, and that's going to create any color, any type of paper, any whatever you want to create your own custom shaker windows. That's what creates the stitched circle here, the back circle. That's how I was able to get the photo. Remember I showed you guys, hang on, I'm going to grab this. Remember I showed you how I did the photo for the back here? So I did that by, instead of cutting with the die, the white cardstock, I used the die to cut my photo. So that was how I was able to do that. These, of course, are additional parts. If you guys want to jazz up your cards like I did, you're going to need the thin cut set to do that, okay? If you just want to create the cards the way the home office has created them, you don't need anything. But if you want to do some of them the way that I've done them, you're going to need the thin cut set, definitely. So now we've got a little bit of an anti-static pouch here, and that's just going to put a little bit of powder on here to keep the static down a little bit. It doesn't keep it down all of it, but it does keep a lot of it down. We're going to put in some of the loose silver sequins. This is another element of the shaker windows that you can purchase. These are loose sequins. They don't have adhesive on them, but you very well can put adhesive on them using a little glue dot, or a little glue dot. So you guys will see that here soon as well. So we're just going to put a few of them in here. And remember, I can put a few extras because I have my stamped image near the top. So whenever you have it shook down, you'll still be able to read that happy birthday up at the top. So you can put a little extra fun stuff in there. So if you were, of course, if you wanted the photo to show, we wouldn't want to put as much little insides and confetti and stuff in there because you want your photo to show. Or if you have a stamped sentiment here, you want your stamped sentiment to show. But we purposely placed it up near the top so we have plenty of room. Now, I do encourage you guys, take just a really quick minute and kind of get these little boogers from, they kind of like to piggyback on top of each other. And once you put that clear acetate window on the top of this, you're kind of stuck. You're not getting back in this thing to fix this. So you want to make sure that you get it fixed before you put that window on there. So it takes just a quick second to make sure that you have most of them flat on here. So we've just taken a little bit of time to do that. Now we get to add the fun part. If you guys didn't see the video where I showed you how easy you can do this, it literally takes just seconds. This is just white table sugar. My husband and I don't eat much sugar anymore because we changed our diet back in February. So I still have the sugar in my cabinet. So apparently I'm crafting with it now instead of cooking with it. So I just stuck them in, you guys remember me talking in some of the other videos, showed you guys those little treat baggies. These are the 3x4 treat baggies that you get back in like in the Walmart jewelry making aisle that has all of those loose beads. You can get like 100 of them for $2 in all different sizes, but this is a 3x4 and I love to put treats in here. You guys, there's other videos that show you how to do that, but this is what what? It was just a regular little craft baggie that I got back there, and I added about a tablespoon and a half of white table sugar, and then I dropped in just a few drops of whatever color of re-inker you would like. I have quite a collection now of colors up here in my craft studio. It's totally fun. But just a few drops of the re-inker in there, and then I sealed it up, and I just kind of did this number with my hands, and just in a matter, I mean, just seconds, it dyes that, and it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So we don't have glitter in our product line, but now we have really fun, you can have really fun coordinated colored sugar now. I also do have one more tip, you guys. When you, after you create your sugar and you have it all, like it's all mixed well, just set it aside on your table and leave the top of it open so it can dry. You want to make sure that you get all of that re-inker out of there, because you obviously don't want to toss it onto a project and have it wet still and it leave, you know, pink smudges all over. I have let mine dry. The ones that I did last week, they've just been sitting up on my shelf for a while, still with them open, and they are just dry as can be. This is the one that I did this morning, and it's been dry since I mixed it, and it hasn't given me any trouble whenever I played with it earlier. So I think that it'll be totally fine. We are going to shake this stuff around. Now, taking off the adhesive part here. Pulling it right off. Okay, so now this is your acetate window, guys, and it has a protective layer on one side. Hey, Fran, thank you so much for hopping on. This has a protective layer on one side, guys, and it is to kind of keep it from getting scratched or gnarled up, you know, whenever it's in the warehouse or when it's shipping and that type of thing. Have I colored any sand? I have not colored the sand, Karen. I have not, but I could certainly try that. But you can just scratch the tip of it here and pull it off with your fingernail or with your piercing tool. It's only on one side, not on both, but you want to make sure. I scratched this because I wanted you guys to see, I really wanted you to see that if you use a piercing tool, it is actually going to scratch the plastic. So make sure you scratch it up here on the edge, somewhere where your ring of your shaker window is going to cover it up, okay? Because you don't want a great big, hey Joy, you don't want a great big scratch on the inside of your window where everyone's going to see. So now, here's the part that sometimes is a little bit cantankerous, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes the stuff will stick up on our window. Oh, goodness gracious. Listen here, mister. Okay. I think it helped also to put the sequins down first and then put the sugar on top of it, because I think the sugar kind of held some of the sequins down. So let's make sure this one is not stuck here. Okay. Okay, so now that our shaker window is attached here, oh my gosh, you guys. That is so cute. I don't know if you can see with my lighting. That is hot pink insides. Oh my gosh. Who needs glitter? Oh my word. We don't even need glitter, you guys. We just need sugar and re-inkers. Oh my gosh. That is so cute. Okay, so that portion is done. Now we will put our ring on, and then we'll attach it to our card, okay? So I find that the best way for me to put the rings on is using liquid adhesive. And I want to do that because you have, you know what? Hang on. We forgot this part. We forgot our shimmer brush. Okay. Shimmer brush, shimmer brush, shimmer brush. This is one of my favorite products that we carry. Love, love, love it. It's like glitter in a pen without all of the mess. And my hands will be messy whenever I'm done here too. So you just go around, paint the edge, several colors. This is the black, of course. You missed the sugar part. I have a whole video on it, Fran. I have a whole video where I showed you guys how easy it is to do the sugar. So I'll link it underneath here for you. But if you don't want to wait on me to link it, it's right there in my video tab, right here on the business page where you're watching this. But this is like glitter without all the mess, you guys. You just, other than it getting all over your hands, which will wash off, but it's totally dry now. Okay. Can you see how shiny that is? This is regular black cardstock. Okay, without the glitter, and then look at that. Isn't that crazy? You're welcome, sweetheart. You are welcome. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. That's just one little bitty quick layer. It takes no time at all. So it's going to be dry right away. We don't have to wait on it to dry or anything. So now we're going to add our liquid glass. And I love the liquid adhesive to put this frame on because, guys, this is a really delicate type of piece. And if you were to put something that's not liquid, an adhesive that's not liquid. If you didn't get it perfectly centered on here the first time, you're going to have to rip it up and reposition it. And you're going to take a really good, flip this over. It's a little easier for you guys to see with the gray background. Sorry. But you will have a really hard time, I think, pulling this up and getting it repositioned without ripping your frame. And so if you use the liquid adhesive instead of like a tape runner adhesive or something that's more permanent right away, you have a little bit of like, oh, wait a minute, heck, I have to move that really quick. Hang on, kind of thing. You know, you have a little bit of forgiveness. We'll put it that way. So I do encourage you guys, whether you use my brand of liquid adhesive or not, I do encourage you to use liquid adhesive. It doesn't take a whole bunch, but you want just a little ring around the edge here. I feel like I can't pick anything up today. Like I'm just kind of working with all thumbs today. It's been a Monday maybe. Okay. Get my air bubble out of there and then put my lid on. Ooh, sorry. Hang on just a moment. Okay. So now we're sticking them on here. And I did not get it positioned correctly the first time, but it's okay because all I have to do is kind of slide it around on here, and it slides really, really well on that. Slides really, really well on the acetates window. Okay, so for just a quick second, we're gonna put it here. I love the ink pad because it's not heavy enough to smash it. But there's enough pressure on here to get it, it's totally flat, and it helps to get that ring dried on there correctly. So we may go right ahead, and I'm going to grab some of my adhesive bling while this is drying for just a second. I'm going to grab some adhesive bling, and I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to place the adhesive on the back of there. So grabbing, let's see, grab this big silver one here. Put it on there, and we will grab, let's see, another size here. Grab that there, and maybe one more big one. We might change this later too. I usually do a lot of finagling after I get start getting the entire card built. Bling usually takes me a while. Okay, so we've got those stuck on there. Remember, always take your project to your glue dot. Don't take your glue dot off of the roll. Then you have like glue dots like stuck to your teeth and stuck all over your tweezers and all that craziness stuff. So leave the glue dots, they're crazy sticky, on the roll. And then whenever we're ready to adhere these, we'll just pinch them off with our tweezers or our piercing tool, and we'll be able to put them on our project that way. So this will be dry now. So we are going to, and this is where I say, guys, if you happen to not get your frames centered correctly, or if you had a little bit of imperfection in your foam circle, you could very easily, this one looks pretty good, I don't think I'm going to mess with it, but you could very easily just take your scissors and trim around the edge and no one would ever know. That's a little bit more challenging when you're creating them on the card bases, like this kit shows you how to do, but you have a little bit more freedom to make a mistake and fix it easily if you create them this way. So we actually even could have put more insides in there and still been able to see the happy birthday. So the next time I create a card like this, I'll know that I can even put more sugar in there. But let's go ahead and we will adhere this one onto our card. And I have to remember not to place foam squares here where my twine is, because I want that to lay exactly flush on the card. So we're going to avoid this portion here where the twine's going to go across. Again, here are more of these insides of the shaker windows that we're using. We are just going to add some up here. You probably don't have to use as many as I use. I just like to have a card that is super duper sturdy. I like it really sturdy, that if I do choose to send it through the mail, that it's not going to get smashed and look really cruddy. That is really important to me. So now we are just going to take a second to get all these little boogers off of here. It's a little challenging with acrylic nails. A little challenging. That foam really likes to stick to acrylic nails. And it's a little bit more difficult to get the backing off using acrylic nails instead of your natural nails. At least it is for me. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, I know this part's like watching paint dry. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Gosh, that hot pink sugar is super stinking cute, right? Anybody else like the hot pink? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have so many fun colors that I have been messing with, guys. So many. In fact, I'll just show you some of mine that are sitting out here on my cabinet. Look at these. So this is toffee that I've done. This is the Carolina Blue, which I used in this one last week. I think it was Wednesday before I left town. It looked really, really pretty. This is black. You guys know how I love black, so I'm excited to incorporate that into a project. I do too, Charisse. Pink is one of my favorite colors, right after my teal. So this is the mint color. And the mint actually turned out a little bit more vibrant than I thought it would. I didn't put like any extra, there's not a bigger potency of the reinker in this than it is in any of the other colors. I thought the mint would be a lot softer than this, but I think it turned out really awesome. So this is just the mint. This is our sugar plum color, the color of the year. It is even a little bit more of a true mauve color than I think the ink pads suggest. So that is going to be super pretty to play with. This is Ballerina. This looked less pink and more peach to me. And I had to double check my reinker. This actually says Ballerina, but it looked more peach to me, but I think it turned out to be really pretty as well. And then here is the Candy Apple. It had more of a darker, like a more deep red. So I think this is, can you buy it or do you make it? I just buy it, Tanya. It's using white table sugar and our Close to My Heart reinkers. It's all it is. And I'll link the video to show you guys how easy it is to do it. I'll link it right underneath this video so you guys can watch it. But truly, it didn't take anything. Like I just dropped reinker in the baggies and then like rubbed it around with my fingers and that's what you got. And so yeah, it really, and it's very true to color. Like this is the Carolina Blue, which that is very, very true to the Carolina color. And then this is the raspberry that we used today. And that is the exact same color as the raspberry. I think they turned out so great. And I just, honestly, I don't have to mix glitter now because now I have this really pretty shimmery, customizable embellishment now that I can use to match any of the colors in our entire company, and I don't have to buy glitter now. I just put a tablespoon of table sugar and then a little bit of reinker, and that's all there is to it. So I think we are going to, yes, it's very easy, and I will promise to link the video for you guys. So I don't know whether I'm going to use this bow or not. Do I use the bow or not, guys? Do we have enough pink going on without the bow, or do we put the bow here? Little crazy bow there. I think maybe bow, but there's usually a pretty good delay, so you guys probably will not listen to my question until after I already get this put together. So I think we might do the bow. If I decide I hate it later, I'll take it off. Okay, Fran is saying the bow, and she's the first one that commented. So Fran, let's do it. Okay, so again, here are my glue dots, and I'm taking my project to my glue dots. Okay, everybody's saying bow. Yay, unanimous. So I just have my tweezers, and I find that whenever you create the bows with the Bow Easy, and many videos on the Bow Easy, guys. So just look right here on the business page at the video tab and you'll see videos that show you how to create these bows. But you guys will notice that the more you start playing with them, whenever you wrap your loops around the bow maker, they kind of want to, when you take them off the bow maker, they want to hide back inside each other. So one of the things that I find helps is that if you fan out your bow, and then put a glue dot behind it, the glue dot will also help not only adhere the bow, but it will also help keep your bow loops kind of open instead of like piggybacking on top of each other and kind of like, I don't know, hiding back inside each other maybe. But that has just been really helpful to me. So then we are just going to stick him onto our project here, and I like to get it good and smushed down with my bone folder. Get the bottom portion of the loops smushed down onto the project, and then the top portion of the loops won't stick to that glue dot underneath, and they'll be kind of fluffy. Cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. So now we're just going to add the sparkles that we messed with earlier, and I don't know exactly what we're doing with these. I might change these later. I'm not sure. I am not sure. I'm not sure, guys. We might end up changing that bling, but for now, that's what we got. Oh my gosh. Stinking cute. Stinking cute. Wouldn't you be blessed to get a birthday card like that in the mail? I think that is just blooming cute. Okay, guys, so if you want to... oh, another color I had laying out here to play with. There's my Lagoon. That's my favorite teal color. This turned out, it looks a little more peacock on the camera, but it's very, very much Lagoon in the baggie. But that was another color that turned out really, really perfect. So if you guys want to learn how easy it is to dye that sugar, I'll link that video underneath here. But please remember that it's a Christmas card kit, but you totally can make it non-Christmas cards. And that is a stinking cute birthday card right there, you guys. Okay, so if you have questions, just put them underneath the video here, or you can send me a message. Either way, I'm always happy to help. You guys are never, ever, ever a bother to me. But if you have questions, please shout at me. And don't forget, if you guys do not have your Holiday Sparkle card kit, get it right away, because once they're gone, they're totally gone. So even if you don't have time to put it together now, go ahead and grab it, and you'll have those ready to go for your Christmas cards this year. So I thank you so much for joining me today, guys, and I hope that your Monday is going wonderfully, and I'll see you soon.